Somebody come tip her, she dancing like a stripper. Somebody come.
Damn. Alright.
What did you say? I'll kick your ass!
I forgot I had that on the way. I figured I had to bring it back. Hi. Good evening. How are you? Where is my Genshin? I gotta question it. Okay. Can you? No, please. I hear you so slow, computer. But alright. After my stomach virus.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
God, he is a lot. Anyways.
I am here!
Are you though? Are you? My thing stop being so weird. Anyways. I continue finding out my Genshin. It's me today. I said Genshin, not chasm. Hello everyone. Am I gonna make it up there? Why am I failing today? I don't feel like returning.
Motion to compel.
Don't get frostbite.
Incinerate. Let's light it up.
Solidify! I will have order!
Ah!
Motion to compel.
Freeze.
Maroon.
Why do I keep forgetting I don't have Beto? I used to. God damn. Why did I always want my friends really?
Yeah.
Dodge this. Ha!
Why does he always lose his keys? I'm so not used to playing on keyboard. I don't think I'll ever be. Ah, that's how you do it. Right. Oh. Hi, Vince, how are you? This way, this way. Why are my nails so long, Joel? The W. This way. Oh, that was too easy. What the fuck is this? I should be like, it's not my key. Where is he? Oh, I'm blind. Anyway. Oh, that was the most easiest part ever. What the? I'm blind.
What's wrong? Can't handle the cold?
You can't handle the cold either, my love. What the hell? You fucking die in the cold even though you're cryo. Fuck!
Gather. Another problem.
Everybody stand!
Seems frozen.
Motion to compel!
I will end you. Let's end this quickly. This.
Oh, he breaks the shield? Normally you don't. I don't think we break the
Incinerate!
shield. No, we don't break the shield.
Time for your revenge!
Dang, give it a one kill for
Cool
now.
it.
Today. I don't know what that is.
Motion to compel!
Must counterattack. This is order.
Oh, so sorry.
Boom boom!
Freeze.
I'm going in!
There we go. And then we can do the last one. Collect the shit. I know we'll be able to. Alright, where are we going? thought that was like the other one.
Solidify!
Motion to compel.
Cool it. Don't get frostbite.
Pretty food. Anyway, I'll show you.
Incinerate.
This is to melt. Get it here.
Yikes! Motion to compel.
Gather!
Okay, bitch.
Order guide you.
Dodge this.
Boom boom. Teamwork is strength.
Girl.
Freeze.
Wow.
Ah! What's the hurry?
Alright. I collect my shit now.
The chasm.
Have you heard about
Something
the
dreadful
chasm?
happen again?
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyss.
They ready yet? Why do I keep Okay. Did they return anything or did why does my I get it here. Still get it here. Why are they low? I'm so confused why my thing restarted.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Water.
Who uses it? I don't
Seems all.
I don't need to hear that thing every day, dude. I don't need to hear that. Oh shit. Alright, time to start this quest and pay my other men. Even though they're not built. I didn't want to be healed, but okay. Oh, look at Meryl. Oh, where are we going? catch me flying, isn't it?
She dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her. She
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs, and I will not stop. Alright, where we going? Oh, is that in there? Okay, well, whatever.
Incinerate!
Okay, I wanted someone else. But
Stabilize.
you know what? It's whatever.
Motion to compel!
Whatever. I give up.
Dodge this.
Almost triple crowd. I still need to do my weekly bosses. There we go. You somewhere over here? I'm confused. Just gonna run over here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. Alright, so I start in the middle. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I got these too. I need more claymores. Let's see here. I don't know. Okay, well, I was probably gonna go this way, and then now it's like, go the other way. Where do you want me to go? Oh, there we go.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord
Because about that, I
Kusanali,
don't care about
even
her.
though
I
we
just
haven't
want to see
heard too
Saina.
much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon
Hi,
doesn't know the
welcome
way to
in!
Sumeru
How are
City.
you?
Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
No, I am AR 56.
Perfect timing! Now
I
we
just
can
don't do the
ask for
story.
directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost.
Yeah,
We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh?
We're getting ignored.
Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
Thank you for
What's
the
going
follow,
on here?
appreciate it.
There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, she might be
Who would
heading
it be
someplace
deaf
where we
enough to
could find other
ignore
people to ask.
Paimon, honestly?
Let's
Who?
keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Like, I would 100% ignore Paimon if she was talking to me. 100%. Like, cause she is.
Let's follow her.
Yeah, yeah.
Be quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
I don't even know what you want. Oh. Make her.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished.
She's up there.
Let's go take a closer look.
She. Okay. I'm not even gonna. I'm not questioning this game.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
I say she does.
What should we
Live
do
here.
now? Do we try asking her for directions again? It looks like she's meditating or something. If we bother her now, she probably wouldn't let us off very lightly.
Then leave her alone. I'm confused.
Oh! What a lovely smell! It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe
I would
living
love
here
to live
wouldn't
there,
be too
honestly.
bad after
That'd
all.
be so nice. Oh no.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Of course you don't. Are we gonna faint? Oh, no. We're gonna faint.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
I have to follow the voice. Okay, hold on. How are we going? This way? Honestly. Oh. Oh. I never really played that game, but I've seen gameplay of it. It's cool. It's not my kind of game. Oh, this is just Genshin Impact. I don't know anything like where it's taking me or what I'm doing. I haven't done this part or seen. This is Sumeru, and I don't know. I think it's taking me back to like the past. I haven't really seen much of it, so I'm still trying to figure it out. I like being surprised. I don't want to be spoiled fully. I've seen parts of this, like, sorry, the Archon quest, but not all of it. Are we waking up?
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long
I
time
think it's like in her
now.
past, like, because I know that she has
Yes, you
memories
can
of her
relax.
past that,
Believe
like,
me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then
Tainari!
there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Colleen.
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Only took, like, I don't even know, an hour,
Well,
5 hours,
we're
a day.
Good question. Where
This is
are we?
Sumeru. I
Paimon
know
was in
Fontaine's
such a
already
panic
out,
when you
and
passed out
Archon
that
Quest
she
is
even
out
forgot to
too.
ask what place this is.
I have both of the new
This
characters
is
too.
Gandharvaville. It was originally built by
I
scholars
just
from
don't want
Sumeru
the
as a place to rest in the
Archon.
rainforest.
I don't like her.
Now it's mainly used by the forest
She
rangers as
reminds
a
me
base
too
of
much of Fischl.
operations. My
But
name is
works.
Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I
cute.
found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Oh,
One of my men.
no,
No thanks are
One of my
necessary.
500 men.
I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
The real question is, where's the other one?
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
I like her outfit. It's so cute.
Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the Guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If on the
I
off
like it
chance
though. I love
Farbode
his
simply
ears.
enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for
Yeah, I
Sumeru
love his
scholars of
ears.
certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in
He's so cute.
isolated
I love
areas,
it.
particularly the nearby forests. While
I
meditating,
think
they
he's
use a
probably
certain
one of my favorite
incense known as
actors.
spirit borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
Oh shit.
In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
I think so. Cause I think this is her like quest. I think we
Very
meet her.
good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
Yes. Oh, okay. It's like I feel like it's like a memory thing.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room, and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on, and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
I need to build them. Like every time I watch
Wait,
videos,
hold on
I
a second.
kind of want to build them.
Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in.
Alright,
I
my
originally
friends.
planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Whoa.
What is it?
Are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home
Makes
to
sense.
many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own, at least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell. Okay?
Fine. You want to be
Good.
Mama?
Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
True. That is 100%
We
true.
just arrived in Sumeru and we're
Come on,
already
Mama.
having problems left and right.
I'm-
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible,
dog on
but
me.
you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon?
No.
Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
You know, too bad.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and
I
red
think
skies
it's
you
like a
saw?
past, no?
But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
Past life stuff? Or... I don't even know. Yeah. I
Well,
think it is that.
considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations?
True.
Like, if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Why would he have to hide that from us? I do not know. God, this makes me want
Paimon
to
gets
fail
it now.
Tainari.
That explains why you
I
were
feel
so
like
quiet
grinding is
earlier.
so mean.
Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about
She's
what she
very
knows regarding
shy.
the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
They're gonna make me get time. I don't know. You?
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
I'm about to level up. Hold on. I was supposed to press C and I was beat down. Yeah, it's still on the low. Okay. I really need to build my character. Okay.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look,
She's
Kale,
cute.
today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I
Wonder
have a
what?
vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it
Baby,
easy for
if
a
you're
while, huh?
cold, then go to the heater.
In that case, perhaps
Oh my
Kale
goodness.
could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're
Si
feeling
tienes
up to
frío,
it,
ve al
you can be
heater.
responsible for
No,
cleaning the
no
statue of the
tiembles, no,
Seven.
no. Si tienes frío, ve para allá, ve
Tenari,
a la
we're ready
cobija.
to head out.
Why are you shaking?
Got it! I'll be right there! Alright, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, You can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Kainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Any animal thing?
Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
I like Athena's jokes. I know a part of her background, but I don't know everything.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's...
Not me, I better check this out. Okay.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
Oh.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
I think my collie is like constellation 3 or something, and I still haven't built her. One. I have one. Then I got this one. I just wanted a constellation of someone. That's over. I'm immobile to C6 and I don't use them. Anyway,
No problems with this lamp. Good.
Okay, where's the statue? Oh.
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before.
Yes.
It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas.
You're literally stuck to my side.
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
I remember.
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh?
She's so
You're
cute.
not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry. We understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
If my dog is like over here shaking because it's
Because
cold,
you
but
two
he
know
will not
Amber,
go to
right?
the heater. Yes.
Wait,
You know Amber.
Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
That's so much of a rant.
Sorry.
She's so...
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust, really. I wish I could tell you more about the Sumeru Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary
Why are you
of
looking like a
Surasthana
cat?
until
Go.
you mentioned them.
Over there.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want
Over
to
there?
ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Sumeru Archon?
This puppy.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Can I just teleport there? Oh, fuck. Oh, the wrong button.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Ruka Devata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Okay. I was like, how much did you clean that animal?
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
I thought those were enemies for a second. I am stupid today. Welcome back.
Kale, we're back!
must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break.
Totally
I brought some
climbing.
fruit and water for us.
Flew over it.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Me. That's me when I hear food.
Don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops!
Ah, no! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
She's so in love with food, I swear.
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe
I
someone
can
as
always help with
diligent
that.
as you could have
Mainly
funny moments too.
some of them. I haven't maxed out the last ones.
I guess
The
it
last three I
happens
haven't
from
done.
time to time.
Which I need to work on.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's actually
Why
very
me
kind at heart.
fixing my hair
Oh,
make the
by the
sound
way,
louder?
You've heard of the Academia, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a group called, something?
Me.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
It's so cute.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that.
Do I have that recipe?
Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
I'm not surprised about that one.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
I'm sorry, that's so cute.
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh.
Okay, but that was funny.
Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
That's funny.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
Oh my goodness.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn this off real quick.
Huh? What was up with Kali just now?
Right.
And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Because of it being. Oh, it's not showing. Because of her past, no? Hold on. Is this working now? Oh, okay, now it's working. I just had it messed up. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now let me find my game. Too many things up. Okay. I think I know part of her, like, background. Like, an idea, though. Because fucking TikTok spoilers.
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
The rainforest climate is far more pleasant than that of the desert.
There we go. Okay. Did 8, right? Oh, that took us the wrong time though. Why is it so loud on me now?
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
I could've. I hate it here. Oh, he's here.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
You can't say.
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
And Paimon's. Oh. Oof. Nope. Oh, you wanted me down.
Incinerate!
Press the right. Where exactly do you want me? I went the wrong way because it's not smart. Don't pay attention.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well,
Cheat.
because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking,
okay.
I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So,
She's so
Tainari,
nice.
what
I love her.
exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Oh.
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
It
There we
appears you
go.
already are familiar with them.
Yes,
That'll
but
save me
we
some
don't like them.
explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh,
PTSD.
Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said.
Yeah,
I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her.
I've seen those.
Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take
Remember
good
those?
care of her.
They cracked me up.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Alrighty. No? Okay, no.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
We're
Let's
bad
go
at
then.
that.
We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Isn't that his... I actually need those.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest. but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Gives me a chance to
Given
grind
the
his
name,
artifact
it sounds like we should be
materials.
looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilode Palo lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Calpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. New to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Am I hearing flowers? Or not flowers.
Incinerate! Motion to compel!
Dodge this!
Are you going? Or are you moving? Where the fuck are oh. I need you to me. I just want to tax it. Are these guys not gonna give me?
There should be Nilode Palo lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
It literally is.
If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
They're gonna make me grab them.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Yes?
Oh,
no?
Tainari!
Okay.
Someone's calling your name! They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
I hate
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
I don't need one.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements. Don't sweat it. We've helped others deal with similar situations before.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the withering before you left Gandharvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me. I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
That's not even that far. Why are you going to? Oh, wait, actually. No. Why are they barking? Oh, is he barking at me? Dame, ¿qué tienes?
Let's go gather some samples.
No.
Hey, look! That gloomy area over there looks like a withering zone. Even though Paimon's seen one before, it's still kinda scary.
All right, Traveler. We're about to enter the withering zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But please remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then?
No.
Let's go.
I'm never gonna be ready. Ow, that hurt. Keep fucking running into everything.
First,
How
we
long is
must
the
locate
darkness
any
left?
branches sustaining the withering zone.
Yeah.
Gather!
This is so hard with nails. I hate it here.
And shroud!
Sorry. I just can't aim for shit.
Keep up.
That was not a good idea.
Incinerate! Huh? Everybody stand back!
Did anyone die? What the fuck is that? Oh, well, actually,
Motion to compel!
Stabilize.
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment!
There's a monster. What are they barking at? Did I get it?
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Knew it was gonna. Oh, that thing. Chasing me. I'm being chased. Yeah, you got him?
This is order.
Some boom!
Oh my goodness. Ready!
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Fuck. What was that?
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. It's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants.
I'll be right back.
And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Yeah.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Sumeru Archon is known as the god of wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Sumeru Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time, until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Goodness. ¿Ya llegaron? I don't know if y'all can hear my dog. They're so loud.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
100%.
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all, though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Well, that's good. I think that's good.
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
I could have just ran on. Stupid. Don't worry about it.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Or maybe there's like bad guys.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around. Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Keep up.
Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Boom boom! Ha! Duh. Motion to compel. Ha!
I've already.
Can't see?
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
One with the Force.
Solidify!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Wrap up the flame!
I'll approve you!
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Everybody stand!
Solidify!
Boom boom!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment! Ha!
This is order! Stabilize!
Boom boom!
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Looks like we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you. Bow before the Abyss!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Gather!
Can't see.
Incinerate! Yeah!
One with the force. I'll uproot you!
Stabilize!
Motion to compel!
I will have order!
Can't see.
Baboom! Inadmissible evidence! Everybody stand back! Incinerate!
Enshroud!
Futile, the end is nigh.
Motion to compel!
One with the force.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's all right first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Sumeru Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch, too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn eel would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn eel should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritawe Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Me dices ven y vas a poner la puerta. Bye, dile bye. He's like, no. He's like, no, bye. I'm staying with my mama. ¿Quién? ¿A dónde se van?
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was back then. I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
the only one that didn't, bro. Yeah. I gave it to him. I have defense. No, it doesn't have defense. I'm getting like shitty. No, that one. Oh, I need better, like, crit. Pick up my crit up. 180. That was more. I think my weapon.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort. And now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Ghulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the Traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
Thought that was the one on the floor. I guess not.
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
Alguien encontró mi caja de dulces. She's like, aquí está. No se te olvide. Okay, ¿qué otro? Oh, there's another one? Oh, wait, never mind. There's another one. That looks like 4. Queda este. My little mini. I know, I need to remember. And then this one. Una paleta de paleta de básica. Creo que con caramelo. Okay. I'll think about it. No, yo creo en un futuro voy a pedir otra, but... ¿Me la das o no? Pues dime tú, ¿me la das o te la... You know, you can have it, okay? Look, de la basura. We're like, you gonna keep it or you gonna give it? Sí, no, like, what are we doing over here? Nos estamos mareando. You're making me confused.
That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
For the next interview.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
Easiest way. Just teleport.
you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
We'll have to come visit you, or you guys have
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Keep up. I think we can forego the lost and found report.
But my defense was watered.
Solidified.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Boom, boom!
I think we can forego the lost and found report. Keep up. Keep up. Smells like something good is inside. The value of knowledge cannot simply